I need $1 bad.
We are live, Week 8 Sunday recap. Fuck the Bears. Fuck the Bears.
Fuck the Bears.
Fuck the Bears. Everything about that game, you know, we got bailed out. They played like shit. The defense kept us in it, right? And then fucking Jaden Daniels, Hail Mary. First off, we give a 17-yard out route to put him in fucking range, okay? It's still a fucking 60-yard Hail Mary throw. We go down, okay? We're rushing 3, okay?
It's so stupid.
That's the other note, okay?
Bring
Why
7.
are we rushing 3? No, you don't bring 7. Bring 5. Bring 5 or 4. 5 or 4. You don't need to bring 7.
Give him a chance to throw it.
But dude, rushing
I don't think
3,
I don't think you rush more than 3 when Jaden Daniels. You're not going to be able to tackle him in the back. Like quarterback that's elusive like that, you're just wasting guys rushing them.
Send forward with a fucking spy when he breaks out. That you rush the spy.
I don't think you can blame the coaching for that play. Is my point.
I don't like seeing 3 out there. But anyway,
I can blame the coaching for the attitude that Tyree Stevenson has.
Yeah.
Well, you can also blame the coaching for handing it to a defensive tackle on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Yeah, there's so many things to talk about in that fucking Bears game, man. It's just, the fact that they even got a lead, okay, is impressive. So that's a side note. But anybody got anything else to say about this before we get into the numbers in the games?
No.
All right, jumping into
fucked.
it. Yeah, we all got fucked this week. The line chasers got
mega fucked.
raped. Is
Yeah,
anybody?
you want to go around and say how bad we got fucked? I was 3-6 minus 7 units.
I was down 10 units.
Yeah, not good. Yeah, not good. Luke is now negative with me looking for a dog cage spot, so that's not good. But jumping into the numbers, Packers on the road in Jacksonville. Big story out of this game is Jordan Love hurt out. Willis comes in, finishes the game, and Packers win 30-27. Was an absolute shootout. 700 total yards, 800 total yards of offense between the two teams. 6.3 yards per play for the Packers, 7 yards per play for the Jags. 2 turnovers for the Jags, 1 for the Packers. Love threw 1 bad pick, I know that. Lawrence threw a bad pick and fumbled. Packers 1 time of possession. I watched a little bit of this game. Not too much, but Willis was good when he came in. He played fine. 4 for 5, 56 yards in the tub. And then Jacobs, 127 on the ground, 2 TDs. Anything else on this game?
Packers not covering this game is ridiculous.
Yeah.
If Love doesn't get hurt, they blow the fucking brakes off this team. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Willis was serviceable,
Packers are
though.
really good.
Yeah, Packers are
that's
good.
not on Willis, but Willis won the game. He did his job.
Jags also played really well this game. I was clipping in here and there. Jags played decent this game. I thought this game was going to be a murder. They played pretty well.
I thought I was dead with my over bet in the first quarter because I'm pretty sure there was like 10 points scored, and then they really started putting it on. So, shout out Malik Willis, I guess, and Trevor.
Right. Brant? Moving on.
I didn't watch it.
Moving on. This was a fun game. Cardinals on the road in Miami. Cardinals 28, Miami 27. Tua back. Miami offense was back. But Dolphins get out to a lead early. They score on their first drive, and then I watched a lot of this game. Cardinals came back. Miami went 10 unanswered in the first, and it was basically all Cardinals from there on out. Miami was answering, but Cardinals get the ball back late to kick a game-winning field goal from like the 20. This teams look pretty identical, though. Miami ran the ball for $150 compared to the Cardinals 82. 6.3 yards per play for the Cards, 5.9 for the Fins. No turnovers, same time of possession. I mean, these teams were as dead even as they get. Cardinals just get the break and kick the game-winning field goal. Shout out Tua, played a good game.
I think we need to shout out Kyler Murray. Sorry, my camera froze.
Also, our under bet was dead from the jump. Yeah. Tua looked a lot
Yeah.
better than anticipated. So shout out him.
Accidentally got murdered.
Shout out him.
Just again, I got into this when we talked about betting the under on this. This game should be even more of an indictment of Mike McDaniel. The offense, Tua is not good enough of a quarterback for your offense to suck so badly without him and then be this good with him. Yeah, I don't like it. I think it's bad. I don't like Mike McDaniel. I have questions.
Holy shit, CeeDee Lamb scored again? What the fuck?
Yeah, you missed that.
What are the Niners doing? Side note.
The defenders ran into each other.
Lamb has 43. Okay.
Love to see Devon Achane outgain Mostert 147 to 29, but Mostert get 2 touchdowns to Achane's 1.
Yeah, wait till we get to the Bengals game. We can talk about getting vultured.
Yeah. Moving on though, that was a fun game. Good game. Shout out the Dolphins. Where do the Dolphins go from here? Where do we go? We're 2-6, 2-5.
The AFC playoff race is fucking shitty. Just keep trying to win games.
Yeah. You can get in
same
with
record as the Jets.
you can get in with 9
actually
wins.
a better record than the Jets.
You can get in with 9 wins. Try and win 9, I guess.
Well, speaking of the Jets, New York Jets on the road in Foxborough versus the Patriots. Jets 22, Patriots 25. Patriots with the go-ahead touchdown late. Big news, Drake May gets hurt, leaves this game with a concussion. And then Brisket comes in, finishes it with a game-winning touchdown drive. Jets dominate the box score. They should have won this game. 336 total yards to 247 for the Pats. They beat him in literally every statistical category. They doubled,
Except for points scored.
Except for points scored. They were 2 yards better per play. They were worse on third down. No turnovers both sides. Jets threw this game though. Absolutely threw this game.
Yeah. It's just the Jets struggles in the red zone. It just continues to.
Kicker who can't make kicks.
Also,
and Sirline is. I don't understand.
How many was one of the best kickers in the league?
How many kicks did he miss?
Him
He was
and
1 for 2.
When he was on the Rams and they had the best special teams unit with Hecker as the punter and him as the kicker.
Beyond fried. The Jets are a fucking joke. Sad to see Drake May get a concussion. He's been looking really good. The Patriots are actually fun to watch with him.
They're in a good spot though. They just won.
I mean, it's always good to be a division rival. I think that
this win is going to rally the locker room.
Also,
too, I think.
put this one in the Rolodex here. Anytime a coach comes out and calls his defense soft, we're betting on that team the next week.
Yeah, they
I didn't
Write that down. Write that down.
I didn't have a lot of feel good this week, but pretty proud of myself for taking the Patriots in this spot.
I took some balls.
I took the over. Big.
I also took the over. Big.
Congrats, bro.
Did I? Was that one?
Yeah, that was a good game for us.
I think so.
We saw that one well. Also, that touchdown late catch the over to Ramondre. Was it Ramondre? Can't remember.
Yes.
Moving on though, this was a fun one. I watched this whole entire game. Baltimore Ravens on the road in Cleveland. Cleveland! This is for you!
This was an awesome game.
I mean, if you saw the Jameis Winston pregame speech, he's just like, God. Just God. It's just God.
Unwavering faith
Yes.
and ultimate belief.
Yes, that was
Unbelievable
all he
stuff.
had to say, and goddamn did it come through. Ravens 24, Browns 29. They win it late with a go-ahead Jameis 30-yard bomb to Tillman. And Lamar and the Ravens can't do anything. They had like 50 seconds left.
Imagine
And
that.
it was all Browns in the box score too. Browns were the better team. They had 1 turnover. The Ravens had none. But overall, I mean, good win for Cleveland. I think we said it. We fucking said it. Once
Yeah, I'm
Jameis
really
is the
upset with
fucking
myself for this one.
starter.
I feel like a coward for not playing.
Me
this. We
fucking
said
too.
all year.
When
The first
Jameis
game
gets
Jameis
in,
comes
we
in,
have to
we're
bet
gonna
it.
play it. And I can't believe that I got scared off of it by the most fraudulent team in the NFL.
Thank
who I
you.
continue to say
Thank you.
is so overrated.
Oh, dude,
And
we
it's
could
a
so
have
spot that I-
fraudulent.
that I said all year I was
They're
going to play. It.
terrible.
I got scared off of it by the fucking Ravens.
plus
Thank you.
8 was.
I'm a coward.
Plus
The
8.
Another
Ravens
person-
had been stomping teams,
They-
guys.
they-
The Ravens
they
are
really
not
were.
the
It
right
was
history.
You
scary.
can see right
Stomping
through
team.
the charade. You can see right through the.
It's
the
not a
Lamar
charade. It was
It's
just
a
a really
charade.
good spot for Cleveland.
It's a charade.
I mean, the Ravens still put up huge numbers. They're still the best offense in the NFL, but
Is it-
god damn, Cleveland put on a show today.
So, real talk. I know we talk about Deshaun all the time. It's a fun topic. Can you even bring him back after this? Jameis Winston, his first start, throws for 300. He in win
334, 3 touchdowns. I mean, it was
Watson-
fucking baller.
Watson hadn't got top 200 yards in a game.
These owners,
Jameis
their
is clearly
egos.
better He's definitely better than Deshaun, but he
it's-
did have right before that first big
Yeah,
touchdown.
I know.
He did hit that safety in the chest.
It was
and
it
he
was
just dropped.
Kyle Hamilton, and he fucking
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
all glory to God because that was fucking Jesus Christ came down and
I
blew
mean,
that
I
ball
don't think
out of his hand.
anybody thinks that
I just don't think-
Jameson's going to come out here and be an MVP candidate. Like, he had a good
No.
game, but I don't know how sustainable I think it's
Nah,
gonna be.
I'm just saying.
it's definitely
I'm
not.
more talking like, what can you even do with Watson? Are you able to just have him on your? I know they can't cut him, so are you able to just bench him?
I mean, here's
say
what
you
you could
suck,
do. You could
you're not coming
restructure
back?
the contract
Just
for a
say he's
huge
hurt.
cap hit. You could restructure the contract for a huge cap hit 1 year and cut him. That's what
I
you'd
don't
have to
think
do.
they can. I
Yes,
really
you
don't think
can.
they can.
You
'cause-
can restructure his deal.
Okay, Carl. Yes, because you know all this shit about the NFL.
Let me-
cap.
hey,
He's the first
let me tell
quarterback
ya.
ever
Madden
to get
Let me
that.
tell you,
franchise.
Madden
Literally no-
franchise. You've
Madden
never,
franchise.
you don't know. You
No
don't
other
know.
QB has
I
gotten
have
200
saved
plus million
teams.
guaranteed. He has 230 million guaranteed. He has the most.
I'm gonna
guaranteed money ever
rebuild the
by far.
Cleveland Browns and
I think it's
show you what
way
they need
harder
to do.
than you think.
It's
They'll
really
just
I wanna
say
see
her. They'll just do the Ben Simmons
let's do a-
project.
Let's
Yeah.
do a Line Chasers live stream. That's
Of the
just Connor
Browns.
and Madden
How to fix the Browns.
redoing the Madden.
I'm gonna
the Browns
just let me
on
tell you,
Madden.
I'm gonna fix the Browns. Haha, Luke.
Make Jimmy Haslam sell the team.
Move the team out of Cleveland.
Move them to Baltimore.
Move them back.
Move
No.
on before I
Moving
start
on.
on a rant about Lamar and how bad he is.
Moving on. Eagles, my Eagles. Eagles on the road in Cincy. Philly 37, Bengals 17. Big news. T was out late. He missed Saturday, got hurt Saturday with a mysterious fucking injury. And it hurt. They struggled. Philly put a fucking ass beating on them. Bengals actually came out firing. They got up 7-0, but then it was all Philadelphia. They fucking laid it on them. They ran for a 161.
It's tied 10.5.
They threw for 236, 6.7 yards per play. Bengals only ran for a measly 58 yards.
Yeah, couldn't run the ball at all. Couldn't run the ball at all. It was honestly hard to watch because we kept running it, and we couldn't do it. And I don't know what else to say. It's just bad. I'm gonna say Zach Taylor needs fired. I don't want to do it midseason because there's no point. But it's not gonna happen. But this whole thing needs a restart. It needs a hard restart, and the only two guys who are safe are Burrow and Chase, and Higgins. But they won't keep Higgins, so I won't even throw it in there. But the only guys who are safe are Burrow and Chase. You need everything else. You need a new vision for this team. They need to fire Duke Tobin, but they won't do that either. So really, we just need to wait for Mike Brown to die, and then his kids can't afford the team, and they sell it. That's what we have to wait for. And then Burrow will probably be gone by then. So, yeah.
Really
Yeah,
sad
someone needs
day
to
in
kill
Cincinnati.
Mike Brown. That's our
No.
solution.
Assassinate Mike
really-
Brown.
No one needs
really
to kill him. He's
sad
like
day.
94. Yeah, it's coming. His day is coming.
Somebody just scare him real bad.
Yeah, literally.
Boo!
Get him on the debate stage with Trump. He'll be done.
Yeah.
Wheel him up there like Biden.
Sad. The Bengals are not a good football team. Period. Anybody got anything to say?
I think the Bengals are a fine football team. They're not like I said already. I think we could make the playoffs still.
Are you
They're
better
not
than
good
the
enough to-
Chargers?
Yes,
I don't know.
I know for a fact we're better than the
I don't
Chargers.
know.
Not even
Herbert.
close.
I don't know. Corey? Better than Chargers? I don't think so.
I've been supporting the Chargers all year, but I think they're kind of fraudulent.
So are the Bengals.
Like I said, we're good. We're a good football team. We'll maybe make the playoffs, and then we won't do anything else. Like it's not a championship level roster, and that's what we
the
were
Chargers
sold
get in the
offseason.
playoffs over you.
No, they don't.
Okay, guess we'll see.
Um,
Side bet?
Yeah, the Bengals are. Write this down. Off my bet list, like for the rest of the year. They're on my do not bet
Okay,
list.
let's relax. They
I'm done.
literally-
I'm
they
done
play the
with this
Raiders
team.
next week.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't give a flying
Okay.
fladoodle.
Okay.
I don't
We
give a
can't
fuck.
cover. We can't cover anyone, and we can't rush the passer. You put those two together, Jalen Hurts gets 10 years in the pocket, and he gets to fucking dissect us.
Jalen Hurts had
all year.
all fucking day in the pocket.
That's like the
man.
last thing you want to do.
No pressure at all.
Because he's always looking deep. He's always looking deep. Like Jalen
can't
Hurts
hit
cannot
anything
throw
over
the
the
check
middle.
down. No, he can't throw the middle. He can't throw a check down. But goddamn, when it's 25 plus, that dude has a fucking missile. That
Devontae
pass to
Smith,
Devontae Smith was
dude.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Well, who was it that got cooked? Jordan Battle?
It was Jordan Battle. Well, you can't even blame Battle for that. We're playing SAG coverage all day. Oh, we keep getting fucking cooked on these hooks and curls. They keep coming on these comebacks. We're playing deep zones. And then the one play that they go deep, Jordan Battle is somehow one-on-one with Devontae Smith and getting teabagged in the end zone. Oh, fuck.
He didn't even get teabagged. Smith had a step. I mean, he had a step. He didn't get nutted on.
I'm also not even sure that was really a catch. He was literally never had complete control of it. He didn't until he was out of bounds, basically.
Moving on.
Moving on. Take the 7 off the board. They win by 13.
I'm not saying that, you cocksucking fuck. What turned the whole momentum of the fucking game was Zach Taylor's dog shit abysmal fourth and 1 play call with Jamar on that fucking motion screen.
Yeah, it's not often that I go, oh, I would not have gone for that. I would have punted it. Like most NFL coaches just tend to be more conservative than most NFL fans would want to be as a coach. I would have punted that ball from your own 39. I would have punted it.
I didn't care punt or not. Just have a better fucking play call.
Moving on.
Well, Luke, hang on, because you said in the group chat today, has Jamar Chase ever been tackled by the first defender to get to him? So don't say that you think that play call was bad. They're just counting on Jamar to break one tackle, which you said he does every time.
He does every time, except for he was going laterally was the problem. Because the play call was designed to have him move laterally when you're trying to get 1 yard. I don't understand that.
Jamar Chase only a vertical threat?
Okay, we can move on now.
All right, moving on.
That's all you say about
moving
Pickens.
on.
Colts,
Texans. Colts on the road in Houston. Colts 20, Texans 23. Big story. Anthony Richardson pulls himself out of the game. In a post-game interview, says, presser asked, were you hurt when you left the game? He said, no, I was just tired.
I love his box scores, man. 10 for 32 today. It's
10
incredible.
for 32. He threw an average. Think about this. He was 17.5 yards per completion. That is fucking hilariously funny.
And guess what? They still cover the fucking spread. The Texans couldn't cover a spread against the 4 of us. They can't cover. The Texans couldn't cover my grandma. They can't cover shit. I'm just gonna keep. I'm betting against the Texans every fucking week, man.
I said this at the beginning of the year, did I not, Brand? Bet against the Texans.
Corey,
spreads.
we both bet on the
I know.
week 1.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just need to get back to my.
But let's just reel this in here, though. Like the Texans' box score is bad. It's not good. They're not good. The big thing is Richardson was sacked 5 times, 2 turnovers. But like these numbers aren't good. The Texans are the most fraudulent 6-2 team in the NFL. No one can tell me different.
Well,
anything else?
Anthony Richardson is really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
And
that interception before the half was incredible.
Dude.
I have a tweet from Sam, our friend Sam. Shout out Sam. He's a Colts fan. He said, bad stuff from AR. I don't understand how it's getting worse. But I think he's back in because he said, after some much needed reflection and rewatching the game today, I've decided that AR wasn't as bad as the stat sheet says. Parentheses, still nothing amazing though. Shane plus the O-line plus the wide receivers aren't helping him at all.
That's true. But the
agree.
look he had on his face when he's sitting on the bench after throwing that interception before half was like, you could tell he was just thinking like, man, what the fuck am I doing? Like he just was lost.
That game, literally every single, not even like timeout. It was like every time the ball stopped, they would just go to Flacco on the sideline. It was unbelievable. Every time the Colts had the ball, every dead ball, they're just straight over to Flacco on the sideline. He's just walking around. There's him sitting next to AR after he throws a pick, talking. And I'm like, that's just bad vibes there. The guys in the locker room are going to start turning on AR because they know that they can win games with Flacco.
Facts. Moving on. We don't need to talk too much about this box score. Titans 14, Lions 52. This was a fucking boat race from the jump. I mean, 52 points. They covered the total by them fucking selves. Okay?
This is like the only box score that I really legitimately want to talk about. This is a great box score.
This is one of the greatest box scores I've ever seen.
Yeah, they didn't even score in the fourth quarter.
Points. the Lions had twice as many points as Goff had passing yards at one point? Has that ever happened in NFL history?
They had 35 points in less than 100 yards of offense the first half or something like that.
Yeah, they had 52
Incredible.
points and didn't score in the fourth quarter.
225 total yards of
52
offense. They scored 52 points.
Yeah, the Titans have given up. Like, they've given up. Brian
But they
Callahan.
were in the game in the first quarter. Again, Titans' first quarters are the hottest bet in sports. We were off it. Why are we not on this?
Titans
No,
first
they-
quarter
I don't know.
No,
The first quarter
Titans'
was
first quarter
14.
did not hit.
They're not they're not a 7.5 point dog in the first quarter.
And what the fuck was it? Weren't they within 3 at some point?
Yeah, well, Mason Rudolph tied it with that run. Remember he tied it 7-7.
I was
with
watching
the
just the
rushing
Bengals game
touchdown.
during this. I
And
just
then-
kept getting cut to this.
Yeah, it was.
I think
ugly.
I'm pretty sure Mason threw a touchdown to tie it 14-14, like at the beginning of the second quarter, and then that's when the Lions turned it on.
I know we didn't have the player prop podcast this week. That's on us, but
You're right, Corey.
Hunter
But
saying
shout
that
out Calvin Ridley.
Hunter saying that we're gonna keep betting on every wide receiver one that plays the fucking Lions. Calvin Ridley, who's been on a fucking side of a milk carton from being missing for 3 weeks straight, had fucking 10 for 143. I think this is the easiest bet.
He had 100 yards at half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's their DBs are barbecue
Yeah,
chicken.
I
he
don't
had
want to talk
100
about
yards
this
in the
game
first
too much
quarter.
because it was just a fucking shit show. So,
Yeah.
moving on. I was completely wrong about this game, though. This game was never under. This was surprising. Falcons 31, Bucks 26 in Tampa. Falcons win. They pretty much controlled this game really late. They got
Nick
super
Bosa just
conservative.
Ran the post game show with a MAGA hat. I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
Bucks outgamed the Falcons.
Keep politics
but,
out of sports.
but that's misleading because they
Shut up and-
had the ball late. Falcons 6.6 yards per play. Bucks 6 yards per play. 3 turnovers for the Bucks cost them. This game looks a lot closer than what it was. Falcons got really conservative at the end, making this look a lot closer than what it was. They could have ran this up more. But yeah, Falcons now lead their division solely. So shout out them. Bucks, K. Doughton. Baller. Kirk Cousins owns the Buccaneers, by the way. Side note, this guy fucks when he plays the Bucks. That fucks when he plays the Bucks.
Bucks DBs or yikes.
Yeah, let's see. Darnell Mooney had 92 in a tub. Pitts had 91 2 tubs. Bijan caught one. I mean, it was a fucking field day.
That Pitts fumbled. That was not a touchdown. That ball was
It
out
was
before
very
It was
close.
close.
Yes,
It was really fucking
it was
close.
very close. I could have went either way.
Buxley here's the thing with the Bucks that I see. They have nobody. We're throwing to fucking Raheem Jarrett. Rashad White is one of your most targeted people. Rashad White and Bucky Irvin are your 2 most targeted people.
Sterling Shepard did get hurt in the half.
Ryan
Baker
Miller,
always loved
Trey
that.
Jalen
Palmer.
McMillan, yeah, Trey Palmer,
What are
Jalen
we
McMillan. They
doing?
got
Like,
Kate
I mean, I
Otten,
understand, but like
Sean Miller.
It is brutal. They need Mike Evans back bad. Until then, this Bucks team is going to be a bet against team for me. So, do they have the bye this week? I have no idea.
I don't know how you can feel good about the Falcons even winning this game though. Again, they let the fucking Bucks score 26. Like the Falcons aren't good.
Yeah, I agree. The Bucks
I agree.
secondary is terrible. And yeah, they're playing super shorthanded on offense. Yeah, I don't buy in that this is a big win for Atlanta.
Jesse Bates, good player though. The Bengals, I don't know. They should get a guy like Jesse Bates.
You know, those guys are hard to find. They're really hard to keep.
Yeah, I don't know. They got to try and find someone like Jesse.
Yeah, Falcons are the Chargers.
Falcons are better than the Chargers.
Yes.
Falcons are the Chargers.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're the same team.
Moving on.
Not even close.
Moving on, just NFC.
Bijan
versus AFC.
equals J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins.
And then Bucky Irving equal to Vidal.
J.K. Dobbins would have been a
Bucky
better player
Irving
than
is
Bijan if he
Bucky
never
Irving
got hurt.
is on the Buccaneers.
Sorry.
So
No, Tyler Algier is Vidal.
I think you could take the third best receiver on the Falcons, put him on the Chargers, they'd be the number 1 receiver on that team.
Okay, moving on. Speaking of the Chargers, New Orleans Saints.
McConkey? Are you kidding
New
me?
Orleans
He's a
Saints
dog.
on the road in LA
You know that
versus the
firsthand.
Chargers in SoFi. Chargers dominated this game. I'm not going to talk too much about the box score because Saints were trying to come back late, just chucking the ball. Saints, though, 2 for 16 on third down. Chargers, 3 for 12. I mean, both these teams are not good, but Chargers are better than the Saints. So all I
Saints
gotta say.
might be the worst team in the league, legitimately.
My over didn't hit, but the reasoning that I gave that I thought it would be a big Kamara game. I wasn't on the Thursday pod to give this out, but sorry to my line chaser fans that all tail my bets, but I personally also bet Kamara rushing receiving yards over, and that hit. So I don't feel too bad about this. And they had a chance. The Saints ran 4 plays inside the 10 at the end of the fourth quarter, where 7 would have pushed, and they probably would have gone for 2 to cut it to 8, even though it didn't matter. I guess you just go for 2 in that situation normally. So there was a chance for it to go over, but they even had an untimed down on the 1 yard line because of a pass interference with the clock off. It was closer than you would think.
Yeah, agreed. That's all I have to say. Anything else on that game?
How's Dennis Allen still a job?
Yeah, some are asking. Moving on, though.
Oh, wait. I wish Finster was here so we could get an analysis of Rattler versus Hayner, who we like better going forward.
Neither. Moving on, though. This game was fun. This is one of the best teams in the NFL. Buffalo Bills on the road in Seattle. Bills 31, Seattle 10.
Keep that fucking hand up, buddy.
Yeah, the Bills steamrolled them. I mean, from the jump. The gun went off, and they went. Bills doubled them total yards. 6.4 to 5 yards per play. 2 turnovers to 1. Bills were 8 for 15 on third down. Seahawks were 1 for 7 on third down. They missed DK.
It's almost as if not having your best receiver out there on passing downs matters.
Hurts.
The Seahawks are one of the most. I don't understand this team at all. I guess is the offensive line still that bad? Like, what is it? I don't get it. Why was Kenneth Walker not able to
we
run all
saw
over this team?
late that the fight
Bills
between
run these ass.
the 2 D tackles on Seattle got into a fight early in this game. I think that kind of set a mood, bad vibes for the Seattle Seahawks on the sides. And after that happened, they hit Josh Allen on a roughing the passer, and the 2 D tackles got into a fist fight for Seattle. And then they went down, scored, touchdown to Kincaid, and it was over. I mean, it was like they gave up. I mean, they did nothing.
I don't really understand it, but I just want to circle back. I forgot to say this during the Saints Chargers thing real quick. The D tackle on the Saints, I believe it was Davenport. That was the dirtiest thing that I've seen done in a long time when he did to Justin Herbert.
That dude deserved to get pile drive.
He should be suspended. That was disgusting.
I didn't see that.
Herbert had already thrown the ball for 5 seconds. Like, ball's not even in his hands. Davenport's wrapped up on his leg, and he's just twisting Herbert's leg as he goes to the ground. It rips Herbert's shoe off as he's twisting his fucking leg. The play has been dead for at least 5 seconds. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Joe about beat his fucking ass.
Yeah, at least Perfect was a little more secretive about it.
Anywho,
at least tried to hide it.
Anywho, man, I want to talk about
I got one more
this
thing
game.
on Bills Seahawks. Keon Coleman sucks.
Okay.
He sucks, but he's also kind of good.
He puts up good numbers
really
because
good
the ball is being forced to him because of the position he's in the offense. Every time they flash to a red zone, cut to a Keon Coleman play, he had 2 big drops. He missed a wide open block. Every time they cut to him, I just think the guy
still
sucks.
a rookie. He had an amazing one-hand snag for the first touchdown of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, he's good.
He
just
plays
a rookie,
football
dude.
like he's playing basketball.
Yeah, he'll get better. But anywho, I don't want to talk about this game, man. Bears on the road.
We didn't deserve to win the bet anyway.
No, we didn't. But we were there. Okay, we were there. We were fucking there. Bears 15, Commanders 18. Big story, walk-off Hail Mary. We already talked about the game. I don't need to speak on it. Bears
I heard
lost this game.
apparently Caleb had a bad game. I only watched the fourth quarter, and so I came away thinking Caleb played incredible.
111 passing yards for the Bears. 196 on the ground. I mean, okay, Daniels threw for 313. He tripled him. I mean, obviously the Hail Mary, but no, Jane Daniels was a warrior, really good. He was obviously banged up. He didn't have as much on his ball as he normally does. Man, though, the Bears' defense is also really good because they kept him in this game. Bears were 2 for 12 on third down. Commanders were 5 for 15. Kind of a weird game, though. Daniels is hurt. I mean, he's got to get healthy. So
Bears need to overhaul his coaching staff. I hope they're smart enough to do it.
ASAP.
I'm not I'm not particularly worried about the Bears. Maybe their coaching staff I'm kind of worried about. I'm not worried about the offensive side of the ball. Caleb is going to continue to get better. He's going to continue to learn. This
I'm worried about the
I
defense.
think you got that backwards. I think you aren't worried about the defense. You're worried about the offense. They're super inconsistent.
No, well, the thing is, I'm not worried about the team because I think this defense can win them games to where Caleb can continue to learn and grow. And
I think they're the
do
worst
all
team in their
things
division.
They are.
Well,
but
the division is really fucking
agree.
good.
But they're the worst team in their division.
That's not saying much.
They might be better than the Vikings.
No.
The thing with the reason that Caleb is not going to be doing that good this year is his offensive coordinator is a fucking moron.
Yeah.
The fourth down call, the 4th and 1, like just pop screen to DJ Moore around it was incredibly
Let's
bad.
talk about on the one to take the lead. We handed to the offensive D. I don't give a fuck who he is. The 300-pounder who hasn't got a handoff in his fucking life.
That ain't William Perry.
Okay, then they get blessed. They get the ball back, okay, because they marked Daniels short on a scramble, which I thought was a first down. They punt. They get the ball back. They score. They're down there on the 2. They throw a fucking fade. I'm like, what are we doing?
The
We're
worst
on the
fade
2-yard
I've
line,
ever seen
and he threw a
thrown in my life. By the way,
I mean, it was
so
it was terrible. I'm like, run the fucking ball. What happens? Roshan Johnson 2-yard touchdown. I mean, it's just like I'm sitting here on the couch calling better plays than these fucks. They're getting paid millions.
The fumble was bad too because it wasn't like he got punched out.
No, he
couldn't
just
even
fucking.
take the hand.
Well, he took it like
he
this.
Can't get the hand off.
He didn't go like this.
Yes.
He went like this. He's a fucking lineman for Christ's sakes. He hasn't got a hand off in his
Do you think
fucking
they
life.
practice that?
Imagine you're handing the ball off to fucking Corey.
They have to practice it. There's no way they just whip that out. Just drew it up in the dirt. No
It's
way.
incredible, dude. It's incredible.
I'm getting hot. I mean, it is just like we call better plays in 7th grade than these fucking guys. They're in the NFL. I'm moving on. I don't even want to talk about it. Chiefs on the road in Las Vegas. Chiefs, another fucking game. I mean, these guys that coach these football teams, how are they here? Chiefs 27, Raiders 20. They had every chance to take a lead and get some momentum late in this game, and they just couldn't do it. I mean, was it a Mahomes fumble or was it? I forget. They got the ball.
Awful interception.
They got the ball.
It got tipped
in plus territory, right? They're on the Chiefs like 5, or no?
They're on the 3, I think.
Something like that. They go 4 plays, okay, and it is an abysmal 4 plays. It's like run up the middle.
They tried power on 3rd down. I want to lose my fucking mind.
It's just like, what are we doing? And they go for it on 4th, don't get it. It's just like, yeah, but Chiefs win the box score. Imagine that. I mean, the Raiders ran for 33 rushing yards. I mean, this team's bad. They're really fucking bad. They're 2-6.
Reed ran the
Chiefs
cute
still
ass
undefeated.
Kelsey toss up the middle like 3 times.
Yeah, Chiefs still aren't good though. I mean, they have 4.9 yards per play. They're good on 3rd down though, 12 for 16. But I don't know if that's just because they're playing the fucking Raiders.
The Chiefs aren't good, but they have the best defense in the league.
They gave up 20 points to the Raiders. I don't know if they're that good.
I don't know, man. This Chiefs defense is elite. This is going to be, if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl this year, this is going to be the one that everybody looks back on that's like, Patrick Mahomes did not deserve this whatsoever. He got carried.
That was the last one.
Well,
yeah, I don't even know. I'm just speechless. Speechless in so many ways with that game too. I'm not saying the Chiefs shouldn't have won. They obviously didn't cover.
Awful fumble by Gardner.
But yeah, no, Minshew's also boo-boo cheeks. Yeah, I'm just moving on. This is terrible. Carolina Panthers on the road versus the Broncos. Panthers 14, Broncos 28. Big story here. Andy Dalton dies in a car accident. Bryce Young gets the start.
Yep.
We bet on the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are doing.
Andy Dalton plays, it's different.
Okay, Corey, you went undefeated this week?
Talk
No,
about
but
the
I
most
said
fraudulent
when
5-3 team in the NFL. You want to know some?
About that.
No, okay. So let me tell you this: they play the Ravens next week, both 5-3. Ravens are an 8-point favorite. You don't think this team is fucking fraudulent?
I don't think anyone takes the Broncos that seriously. There's a difference between fraudulent. Not every fucking record is the same.
Broncos 400 total yards of offense. Bo Nix
Okay,
has
do you think the Broncos are better than the Vikings?
Bo Nix has his Bo Nix has his best
Yeah,
game of the season. 283, 3 tubs. He also ran for a tub, so he had 4 total. Yeah, Panthers are the worst team in the NFL.
Not
Do
giving
you think
Panthers
the
defense
Broncos
their due
are
credit.
better than the Falcons?
No, absolutely not.
This is a question for Luke.
I don't know if they're a better team. I think if those two teams played, the Broncos win. If that makes sense.
Interesting. Yeah, I said this on the Tuesday pod. You guys, the entire time, were like, "I'm not betting this game. This is not. I don't want to bet the Panthers." And then you kept talking yourselves into it. And I'm like, "Guys, what are you doing? You know you're talking yourselves into a bad bet, and you all wrote it."
Yeah,
the
we
Panthers'
did.
defense is historically bad. They've given up the most points per game since like 1950 to start season. They're a joke. A joke. They let Bo Nix throw for 280 and 3 touchdowns. Bad.
Hey,
Anybody
and he
have anything else to
rushed
say?
rushed for one too.
It's bad,
Yeah.
man. It's fucking bad. Not much to say on that one. We ready for this last Sunday night game?
Yeah.
Deep breaths, everybody. It was a
I
rough
don't
week.
even-
It was a
This-
rough week.
No, this is like
Unless-
all-time bad week.
It was a bad
That's
week.
another
It's
bad
all right,
loss.
though. Moving on. Cowboys on the road in San Fran. Dallas 24. Niners 30. Niners absolutely, can I say rape? That's the word I want to use here. 470 total yards with the Cowboys, 292. Man, they just can't run the football. 56 rushing yards for the Cowboys. Niners, 7.3 yards per play to the Cowboys, measly 4.9. Niners were 50% on third down. Cowboys were 25%. Dak threw 2 really bad picks. That's the game. Anything else?
Yeah, Rico Dowdle going down with an illness before the game here. I don't think it really changed much, but then you have to rely on Zeke and Dalvin Cook to take the bulk of the carries, and then you have this. So
49ers aren't that good.
No. they're not.
agreed.
They're not that good.
The defense is not as good as it has been. George Kittle's looks good.
Who's better, the Falcons or the Niners? That's tough, man.
I will say I don't know his time frame, but if the Niners do get back Talanoa Hufanga, I do like the defense a lot more because he is
Also
really
McCaffrey
good.
as well whenever he decides to come back.
Do you remember when the 49ers completely scapegoated Steve Wilkes last year after the Super Bowl loss, and their defense got worse since then? Do you guys remember that?
I don't know. I do.
Kyle Shanahan didn't scapegoat himself for forgetting to run the football.
Yeah. I don't know. Niners,
saying I'm going to receive the ball in overtime.
Yeah, Cowboys fall to 3-4 though. This team is in
Cowboys are cooked.
Yeah,
Cowboys
they
are not going to
are
make the playoffs.
barbecue
Cowboys will not make
chicken.
playoffs.
They are bad.
NFC's
They
too.
can't run the football.
Who wins the NFC East?
The
Eagles.
Commanders?
Eagles or
Eagles.
Manders?
Commanders.
Eagles.
Commanders are better.
I have to look at the schedules.
Way better.
I think the
I
Eagles.
think Commanders are just a better team. Unfortunately. I think Dan Quinn's got the boys playing. I don't know if you heard what they're doing. So they don't have a captain. No one's a captain, but they have a captain every week. And depending on how you practice and everything, it's who determines the captain. That is fucking sick. Okay? Side note, that's fucking sick. So this week it was Jeremy Chin and fucking I have no idea. But, I mean, Dan Quinn's got the boys playing. I mean, that fucking think about that defensive roster and how they're playing. That's impressive. I mean, you
The
got
Cowboys
Jeremy
are
Chin
for
back there playing defense.
Sure, missing the playoffs because every team from the North, I think, has a better chance than them. I think the Eagles or Commanders. Whoever doesn't win their own division has a better chance than them. And then you've still got the other 2 division winners and anyone else
Cardinals,
competing for a wild card spot.
Niners.
Seahawks have a better chance than them. Rams are a better team than the Cowboys.
Yes. Rams have a really good chance. They're gonna
Yeah,
start
but I
coming.
still think the Eagles and Manders both make the playoffs.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
We're saying how do the Cowboys
Oh,
get in the
yeah, yeah.
playoffs? I mean,
Well, 3 teams from the North are going to get in. And then you have
maybe 4.
maybe 4.
2 from the maybe, but 2 from the East. So that's 6. And then you have the winner of the West.
NFC playoff race is crazy. I've been
And the
saying for a
South.
couple of years the AFC is better than the NFC. NFC is kicking the AFC's ass this year. NFC is way better.
Vikings, yep. Bucks.
Wait, that's not even
Bucks are
enough.
better than
'cause you have
Cowboys.
There's 7.
You have the
Corey.
4 winners. Yeah, I know there's 7. You have
There's
the
3
4
wild
winners.
cards.
and then you have 2 from the north, and then 1 from the east.
Yeah, but I don't even think that's.
But the
guaranteed,
West, so you got the Seahawks, Rams,
Seahawks,
Cardinals. Cardinals are winning the division right now. I'm pretty sure. This is gonna be the NFC is gonna be fun to watch here.
That's what I was saying when you guys were when the Rams are not dead. When I kept talking, like, the Rams aren't dead.
No, the Rams are fine.
Rams.
The Rams have they're 3-4. They're in a good spot. Yeah, they could easily win. The fucking Cardinals are winning that division.
I didn't understand those Cooper Cup trade rumors. Those were ridiculous.
But anywho,
yeah, because Cardinals had the head-to-head over the Niners.
Yes, sir. But yeah, that's a wrap. We got Steelers on Monday night. Pending my Giants plus 6.5. Anybody anything else?
I had the Giants.
Yeah.
I don't have a bet in that game.
Yeah, we're Giants.
Do I have a player prop? Maybe I can throw on. No.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a tough game for us. So if we win that, we go to 6-2. We're winning the division, going to the bye. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. Big game for us, honestly, after what transpired in the North this week. And then the Week 9 slate is looking fucking tasty. If you're not ready to make some money come Tuesday, what the fuck are you doing? This Week 9, mid-season. I mean, this is literally mid-season. All right? We are halfway. Week 9 out of 18. It's going to be a good season. Good week. So stay tuned. We'll be back with player props. It was a weird week for us. I was out of town all week. And our IT Joel is MIA. Yeah, I mean, talk about. Yeah, we won't get into it.
But AA meeting.
If you're watching this, Joel, fucking show up. Holding you accountable.
Show up to work.
You fucking out till 3 a.m. at the strip club. Show up to the fucking podcast. Pussy.
Yeah. We'll be back on Tuesday.
Let me say a couple things real quick. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 35, 11, and 9, 3 steals and 3 blocks.
All right, that's a wrap.
He's the best
Not
player
even
in
a
the NBA.
triple-double?
Chet has taken a step. Get ready to have some uncomfortable conversations about Chet versus your favorite center because he's arrived. Jalen Johnson, I was a little premature on the Jalen Johnson hype. I think the talent is still there, but he still is really raw. Doesn't totally have all of his skills refined yet. And Milwaukee lost to Brooklyn tonight. Fucking red alert.
They lost to Chicago the other night.
They
lost to Chicago the other night.
Anybody. They can't guard anybody.
5 seconds on LaMelo, Brett.
I'm still not buying it. I mean, this is what he's always looked like. He shoots one-legged three. Like, I think he's probably the most annoying player to play with in the NBA. I would hate to be on his team.
If you're an owner, who are you taking, him or Trae Young?
Yeah, that's a joke.
All right, boys, that's a wrap. We'll be back Tuesday. Right. Get ready to win some money. That's all I gotta say. Get ready to win some
I'm defeated after this week. I was down like 2 units, but I'm defeated.
We're back.
Yeah,
we're back.
God. We'll be back. Peace.
I need $1 bad.